Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. Today we are here doing my episode predictions for this week's up-and-coming episode of The Walking Dead, which is a 90-minute episode, by the way, which is Season 7, Episode 4, entitled Service. Now, this is going to be a brief prediction video because we don't have a big synopsis. It's literally one line. And as far as the promos and the sneak peeks go, we sort of get to learn the same information in each sneak peek and in each promo, just with different quotes and, different parts of the episode, essentially. What we get to learn from this episode, Season 7, Episode 4, is Negan arrives at Alexandria. And, I mean, if you guys want more proof of that, the synopsis for this episode is as follows. It's Alexandria gets a sobering visit. And that's it. That's literally all there is. That's it for the synopsis. So if you guys want to follow along on AMC.com, I will leave a link in the description below. There you will find links to basically the promo, two of the sneak peeks. One sneak peek just came out today. We get to see a few more things within the sneak peek that we don't get to see in the promo, or the other sneak peek rather, or the other sneak peek, which was exclusive to Talking Dead. I will try to find a link for that in the description below, but it's not officially posted on YouTube, so I will try to find like an outside link and you might be able to watch it. If so, it will be down there, alright? So definitely check that out. We will be going over it though nonetheless, so either way you're gonna sort of get to understand it and know what it's really about. So to get right into this episode, what I think is going to really happen and what this episode is really going to be about is it's going to be sort of a comedy episode. It's going to be sort of comical. Now, it is 90 minutes, so we are going to get a lot of Negan, okay? That's what I think this episode deserves, is 90 minutes, because if anything happens in this episode, like what happens in the comic book the first time Negan arrives at Alexandria to collect his payment, it's going to be pretty freaking great, okay? That's all I can say. I'm not going to spoil you or anything like that. If you guys want to read up on it, well, you can, all right? You totally can. It's totally available online somewhere. If you guys want to order the volume or the issue, whatever, do it your way, if that's what you wish, all right? So, with that being said, the promo right off the bat looks insane. It really does. It's a 30-second promo. It doesn't really show us too much in the way of, some major things that are going to happen in the episode. It's sort of just outlining the encounter, if you know what I mean. So basically, Negan arrives at Alexandria. He says, little pig, let me in. I thought that was a pretty funny moment there, so hopefully that, that transfers over to the main episode. Obviously, that quote will be in the main episode, but whether or not it'll still be as funny within the context, I guess we'll just get to see. Maybe it's a serious matter, and he sort of just cracks a joke. I don't know. But nonetheless, he says, little pig, let me in. I think that's going to be pretty funny. And other than that, it's sort of just random shots with a bunch of saviors entering Alexandria, Rick talking to Negan right there at the gate, and we actually get to see that Daryl has made it to Alexandria as well. So Negan obviously brought Daryl along with him to show Rick that, he sort of owns him now. You can't do anything about it. This is my guy, right? Sort of just to prove some dominance over him, if you will. That's why I assume he's there. I mean, I guess he could maybe bring him back and just be nice. Here, have a friend, you know what I mean? But I doubt it. It's probably just, he probably brought Daryl to assert his dominance over Rick. And, he's probably going to leave with him at the end of the day. That's pretty safe to assume, in my opinion. So, with that being said, Daryl is at Alexandria. He's still clothed with that burlap, with the A on his shirt and everything like that. So, nothing's really changed there. Dwight is there as well, and a shitload of saviors from trucks. And, I don't know. It doesn't look too good for Rick's group. I don't think they're in danger, you know what I mean? I don't really think that they could really pull off anything. They brought so many saviors with them. They're all piling into the trucks and sort of just overwhelming Alexandria by coming through the gates. And again, it doesn't look good. Michonne looks like she's shooting some things. I don't know if she's shooting saviors. She could be shooting zombies. I don't know what she's doing, but she does have a rifle. And we actually do get to see that in the sneak peek for this episode, the Talking Dead exclusive sneak peek, which again will be down in the description below if I can find a link to it. It's basically a silent sneak peek. She's in Rick's house, or I guess her house because she lives with him, and she goes up underneath the mantle, like the fireplace, and basically gets a sniper rifle, a rifle. She hid a rifle under there, obviously, previously. I've never really seen her do that, but I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe she did and I just didn't pay attention, or I don't remember it. I don't know. But she got a rifle out from under the fireplace, or in the fireplace, whatever you want to say. It was like tucked up in there, you know what I mean? So she pulled that out and then basically walked out of Rick's house, and then the camera panned over to Rick's face, and he's just sort of looking distraught, you know what I mean? And that entire scene was sort of uncomfortable, sort of like Michonne was disappointed in him, that he's not actually doing anything. So that definitely could be a pretty big story arc right there. Michonne could be angry at Rick for not actually wanting to do anything. But I'm sorry, Michonne. You know, he's just, he's not keeping you in the loop. I'll just leave it at that, all right? I'm not going to say anything else, but Rick's not completely surrendered. I'll just say that, all right? We'll leave it at that. Anyway, that's when Michonne gets the rifle, and then in the promo, we get to see her shoot at a few things, and we get to see Negan and Rick assumingly look over at her. We never really get to see that directly, but it's sort of put together that way, you know, to make us think that she is getting looked over at by Negan and Rick, you know what I mean? But we don't really get to see them looking at her. It's just sort of like shot for shot type of thing. But anyway, yeah, we get to see that, and of course, there's a scene in the church as well that was going over this entire scene where Rick is telling everybody there's no way out of this. I'm not in charge anymore. And then at the very end, he says Negan is. So that's where the promo ends. Again, it's a very intense promo. Again, we don't really get to see too much out of that promo, but it's pretty intense. You know what I mean? The whole altercation with Negan and Rick having to explain to his group that he's basically helpless. He can't do anything. Yeah. I don't know. I think it's going to be a great episode. I really do. Just because of that promo. But with that being said, let's go ahead and get into the other two sneak peeks. Now, one of the sneak peeks was actually released on Sunday night. It's not very big or anything like that. But basically, Spencer and Rosita are in a car ready to go outside of the gates of Alexandria because they were going to go scavenge for supplies for when Negan actually gets there. You know, they want obviously something to give him. So that's what they were going to go do. They ran into Eugene at the gate. Rosita basically asked him to open the gate, and he said that, you know, I don't really want to come with you because Spencer originally offered, you know, him that. And he said he didn't want to come with him because he's working on repairing a radio that he's going to give to the Saviors or play for the Saviors. So he's trying to repair that so they can have some music. He's doing his part. I'm not sure about that. But just as he's about to open the gate, we actually get to hear the trucks roar outside. And, Negan's arrived, basically. And the main gate of Alexandria, is also covered by a tarp, like a clothy tarp, you know, and you can sort of see shadows through it, and we see Negan's shadow through it, and he comes up to the gate, he just goes, dun, 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 and then pounds on the gate with his baseball bat, obviously Lucille, pounds on the gate with Lucille, boom, 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 and then that's when the episode ends. So it was sort of just another comic relief sort of moment there by Negan, and he's so great at it, you know what I mean? He's so great at being a complete dickbag and killing our favorite characters and making us hate him, but at the same time, you know what I mean? You gotta love him, because he just comes up to the gate, it's all semi-serious, and he just pulls out, dun, 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 boom, boom, boom. You know what I mean? It's hilarious. It really is. You can't help but laugh. I mean, you really can't. But anyway, that's sneak peek right there. And the final sneak peek that we actually get to see come out today, which again, link will be down in the description below for you guys to check out all of this stuff, the promo and the 3 sneak peeks, is basically, again, Negan coming to Alexandria. The gate has been detarped this time, so we actually get to see Negan there, and Rick approaches the gate, so we can assume that maybe Rosita went to go get him or something like that. I'm not sure, but anyway, he comes down to the gate and looks at Negan. You know, he sort of has that eyeball effect back that Rick does, you know what I mean, like, I'm gonna kill you sort of thing. Like, he sort of has that effect on people, you know, when he looks at people with hatred, and he still has that, but obviously he's ultimately submitted to Negan at this point, and Negan knows it. So he sits there and looks at Negan, and Negan just says, hey, and don't make me ask. So as soon as he says that, Rick opens the gate and then basically confronts Negan as well, saying, you said a week, but you're early. Okay, so he confronted him with that, and then as soon as he got the gate open, Negan basically just said, I missed you. Which, again, another comedic relief moment there from Negan. You can't help but laugh, you know what I mean? And as soon as he said that, there was a walker in the background, so he turned around, asked Rick to come outside, and he took care of the walker right there. So all of those thoughts and, you know, opinions going out there right now, saying that Rick was, the bat was setting on the table in the promo with Rick standing beside it with blood on it. You were wondering if somebody else got killed. It was Walker blood. I mean, clearly, we just seen him kill a Walker with Lucille. So that just goes to show. I mean, it's most likely Walker blood unless he kills somebody afterwards. I don't know. But anyway, pretty good assumption that it could be Walker blood. So he kills the Walker, And then that's essentially where the episode ends. We actually get to see the camera pan off to Daryl in Rick's perspective. I think it was Rick's point of view, I believe, or at least it was supposed to be. And Rick basically was looking over from Negan here to over this way, and he's seen Daryl right there. Again, all in the burlap, sort of clothing with the A marked on his chest, and he's sort of just seen Daryl there. Rick's been broken at one point, and from Rick's perspective or point of view right now, Daryl looked pretty broken. Let me tell you that. He did. He did not look very strong. He's still rebellious. He's not giving in to Negan or anything like that, and I don't think that he will. But he doesn't look good. You know what I mean? He looks sad. So from all of that, we can pull that Negan is coming to Alexandria. We are going to get to see Daryl return home. In my opinion, it's going to be very, very briefly, because I think he's just being brought there to, assert his dominance over Rick, right? That's my opinion. That's what I think is going to happen right there. But we could be surprised. You know what I mean? We could be surprised. Negan's not always bad. He can be reasonable. Now, I know that a lot of you out there just watching the TV show don't really know what I'm talking about and probably think that I'm retarded right now for saying that, but Negan can be reasonable. All right, I will say that. Negan can be reasonable. Anyways, guys, that is all we got to go on for Season 7, Episode 4, entitled Service. I cannot wait for it, guys. It's just a few days away at this point, and I don't even know what to say. Just watch the promo, watch the sneak peeks, and you guys will know exactly what I'm talking about. It's going to be absolutely insane. It's 90 minutes. And you know what I mean? They could fit so much into 90 minutes. And I cannot wait for all that altercation that we're going to get with Negan and Rick probably being assigned to walk around Alexandria with Lucille, basically being a slave. I know that doesn't sound too good, right? But you know what I mean? It's straight out of the comic book, and I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to see that come to life. So that being said, everybody, thank you all so much for watching today's episode prediction video for this week's up-and-coming episode of The Walking Dead. Again, Season 7, Episode 4, entitled Service. And, I think the title right there kind of explains the whole episode. Rick is in service to Negan, you know what I mean? He's basically supposed to give Negan stuff. He works for Negan. That was the whole point of Episode 1, of getting Rick to break. And like I said before, 90 minutes means more Negan. And that can only be great. So to brief recap, Negan's coming to Alexandria for a payment. He is early. That might upset Rick a little bit. We're not sure about that. But he is coming to Alexandria for a payment. And he did bring Daryl there to see Rick. Basically, like I said, in my opinion, to assert his dominance over Rick. But again, he can be reasonable. And for those wondering, all right, I am taking a break from the gaming videos temporarily. I will return with them this coming Monday, which would be the 14th of November. So I am going to be returning on November 14th with daily uploads and everything like that of gaming. I am primarily a gaming channel, so definitely make sure you guys check out my other videos if you guys want to. If you only watch my Walking Dead predictions and reviews, then definitely tune back in on Monday. But as for the rest of my gaming videos from now until Monday, I have been taking a break this week from gaming videos and just daily uploads in general. I wanted to continue, obviously, this series because it's pretty important. And, you know what I mean? I can't really take a break from this. It's still sort of mid-season. And, yeah, thank you all so much for watching. I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Hopefully you guys are going to be tuning in to this week's episode, because I sure as hell will be. I'll see you guys on Monday. Take care, everybody. Bye. All right, well, that is enough of that, everybody, for one day. And I don't know, I hope you guys enjoyed that as much as I did when that was playing in the episode, because that was pure torture.